Beautiful. What are these, Hikari? Their light is so soothing.
They're paper lanterns, made to resemble the human soul. The people of the castle town began decorating the streets with them to send off the departed.
I see. They may be gone, but they're never far from our hearts.
Indeed, and their souls light our way.
How wondrous.
Lord Hikari!
What is it, Benkei?
Merely an idle suggestion, but might we hold a festival to commemorate our victory? Since time immemorial, Ku has celebrated its victories in war with lavish festivities. We should do the same, so the people can come to love their new king.
No.
But why, Your Majesty?
Our friends' wounds are still fresh, their bodies and minds still raw. We all lost much in the war. There is no cause for celebration.
You have a kind heart, Hikari. But you shouldn't be so dour all the time. Seeing you happy will make others happy in turn.
Agnia.
How about you try this? Hold a festival to pray for the happiness of those you've lost.
And in that way, we mourn our friends. I see the merit in that. A ritual of remembrance. I like it.
A splendid idea. I'll begin preparations right away. Lady Agnia, would you dance during the celebration?
Me? It would be an honor.
Well then, we have all we need.
Not quite, Benkei. A ritual requires the appropriate accoutrements.
Ah, but of course, Your Majesty. I suppose I got ahead of myself.
I'll help too. After all, a little hard work never scared me.
Good, good. I have 3 items in mind I might ask you to gather for us. Wine to use as an offering, wood from a sacred tree, and of course, a mask for the dancer.
You can count on it. Are these what you were looking for, Benkei?
Yes, yes, perfect. Now we've all we need to begin the ritual. And with your lovely steps to add color to the procession, I reckon this will be one for the ages.
Patience, Benkei. If Agnia is to dance, we'll need music, yes?
But of course, I suppose I got carried away once again.
We can't entrust such an important occasion to just any bard. Do you have anyone in mind?
Now that you mention it, a rumor has been spreading among the people. They speak of the dulcet tones of a lute drifting from the tranquil grotto.
A lute?
Then we know where to go. The ground is treacherous here. Watch your step.
Thank you.
Are you okay, Agnia?
Sorry. I'm so clumsy sometimes.
And yet you move forward. Such is your nature. If you should stumble again, take my hand.
I will. Thank you, Hikari. What is this?
The beginning of Ku, or so they say.
The beginning. Hikari, that sound, it's...
I know. Let's keep going.
It has been entirely too long.
Yomi!
I had a feeling it was your loot the townsfolk were whispering about.
Oh, far and wide people speak of me in awe. Today, tomorrow, and the day after that.
Why are you playing in a place like this?
I was waiting for you, Lord Hikari. And remembering my dear sister. Often, we would take refuge in these very caves and play the lute together. A battered thing we found on the road. Its strings were rotted and its sound was warped. Nonetheless, for lowborn like us, hearing it was like living in a dream. One night, we overheard our parents speaking. Why were we burdened with twins? We can't raise them both. We have to leave one in the mountains. My hand was trembling in fear, but my sister wrapped hers around it. And so she held me until sleep came. When I awoke, she was gone. She had left our home so that I could stay. I was all alone, and despite how poor we were, I managed to make it to adulthood. Day after day, I plucked at the lute, my sister always in my thoughts. And to my surprise, I actually became quite good at it. During my travels, my sister and I were reunited. She served as an attendant to the royal family of Ku and lived in the castle town.
I know her name. It was Tsuki, wasn't it?
Just so, Lord Hikari. Was. Tsuki is no longer with us. She was taken by the very clan she served.
Hikari.
I know it is ridiculous to bear a grudge against you, Lord Hikari. But what else is there for me to do? No matter how often I sing of her, my pain does not subside. Lord Hikari, would the sight of your blood wash my suffering away?
It's as you said. Clan Ku took everything from you. And I will bear that burden, Lady Yomi. If there is anything I can do to ease your pain, then I will do it. Lady Yomi.
Lord Hikari. You are strong, and your heart is kind. I have no doubt that my sister was happy to serve your family. Itsuki, forgive me. I couldn't do anything for you in return.
She would be happy to see that you still live.
Yomi, why don't we pray for your sister's happiness together?
Together?
There will be a ritual to honor the departed, to mourn their passing. Will you lend us your lute to send off your sister and the countless others?
Lord Hikari. Itsuki.
You've gotten much better, Yomi.
Thanks to you, Suki.
No, Yomi, no. You chose this path yourself. Just as I chose mine. Lord Hikari will guide us to a brighter future. I'm sure of it.
You have much faith in him, Suki. What can I do, Suki? I would repay the favor I owe you.
Just play your lute for a little while longer. Hearing it sets my heart at ease. So please, just for a little while longer?
The fire won't catch.
Well, let's give it another go, Agnia. Every failure brings us one step closer to success, eh?
Right. We just have to keep trying.
We've brought firewood, you two.
Thank you so much, Cassidy.
Be careful. A fire's not worth getting wounded over.
If it's flames you want, I can do it.
Not so fast, partner. How else are we gonna work up a sweat?
If you insist on being so inefficient.
We're back. We didn't find any beasts lurking about.
But we did find this water. Goodness, physical labor has never really agreed with me.
There's nothing like a good meal after a hard day's work, Temenos.
Speaking of which, I wonder how the hunters are faring.
Heave! Heave! Ta-da! It's not a feast without a main course.
A feast? This is enough meat for a butcher shop.
I didn't think hunting would be so much fun.
You've got the stuff that great hunters are made of, Throne.
Ochette would know.
Oh, are you retiring from the cleaning business, Throne?
Quiet detective.
Well then, I believe that's most everything. All that remains is...
Everyone's counting on us to light up their evening. It's time to get serious, Particio.
Right you are, Agnia.
Come on, Fire. You can do it!
We'll show this pile of sticks who's boss. There we go.
This will be a night to remember.
I think you might be right.
Now we feast!
This is nice. Truth be told, this isn't where I imagined my journey would take me.
I know what you mean.
As do I.
That's what makes journeys worth taking. You never know where you'll end up.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you cold?
Doubtless someone in Ku is gossiping about you at this very moment.
Perhaps they miss me as much as I miss them. My friends back home. I've learned much in our travels, and I hope I can use it to help my friends and nation.
I know you will, Hikari. And everyone's lives will be brighter for it.
Thank you.
Even after this journey ends, I'm going to keep on dancing around the world until I can dance no more.
Mind if I tag along? With Particio and Rock backing us. We can hop on a steam locomotive and bring smiles to every corner of the world.
That sounds amazing.
With one of those, you could save your feet for the important part, dancing. And I could extend a helping hand to places I've never even dreamt of.
Will you keep on with Air's apothecaries, Casti?
I want to resume my search for like-minded allies.
Now that's a dream I can get behind.
Yeah, me too.
I'm afraid there's one problem with this plan of yours. If you consider how many people there are in this world, then...
There's no room for logic in the realm of dreams, Professor.
Duly noted.
What'll you do, Oswald?
I have some unfinished business to conclude. There are many answers that have yet to be found.
Is that so? It's writ plain on your face. You're worried about your daughter.
There's one answer found.
And what of you, Tamanos? Have you found yours?
Almost. It's like a piece of meat stuck in between my teeth.
Ugh, I know what you mean. I hate that.
So, something's still troubling you, in other words?
Precisely.
So, your days as a detective aren't over yet, then. Well, I'm here if you need an assistant. Assuming you can afford me, that is.
My goodness. You're awfully greedy for an assistant. Even if I said yes, I'm sure you have your own path in mind.
I do. I want to go somewhere far away. To a place that isn't on any map. A place no one knows about.
A place none have laid eyes upon.
You all have such big hopes and dreams. I just want to feast every day. And to keep the people of Totohaha safe, of course. Should I be aiming higher?
Ah, seems like you've got some meat stuck in your teeth.
Don't worry, Ochette. That's a fine dream.
I suppose it is. Look! A shooting star! I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
What was that?
I had an odd dream. There was a dark place, somewhere completely unfamiliar.
And a dark fire was blazing.
I saw the same thing.
Wait. Are you yanking my chain? I saw it too.
We all had the same dream. Could it be a coincidence?
I very much doubt that.
I feel as if I've seen that place somewhere before.
I slept like a baby full of milk, though. Huh. Is it still night?
Strange. Dawn should be upon us soon.
We should patrol the area.
I can barely see a thing.
The stars. They're all gone. And the sky is pitch black.
Something is amiss. This is no natural nightfall.
Oh, Chet?
I felt this. It's just like before. On your guard, everyone!
Something's coming, and it isn't friendly.
It's here.
What was that?
Casty and I have seen beasts like that before.
At the time, we had no idea what they were. Their nature.
I've seen them too. The black aura resembles the one true magic wielded by Harvey. He called it the Shadow.
A shadow. What is it?
I cannot say for certain. Not now, in any case.
Mysterious monsters. Just what we need.
We know next to nothing of this phenomenon. Not even the extent of its reach.
Does this shroud cover only this forest? Or is it much larger?
Nothing for it but to check for ourselves.
On that, I agree.
Well, we need to do something.
Unfortunately, we lack the information to know just what that something is.
Further research is required. I must find an answer to this conundrum.
It was hope that drove me to live, to survive. Drove me away from death's clutches, to guide others along the same path. But hope was a mistake. There is nothing worth living for, nothing in this cruel, unsightly world. There is no dawn worth waiting for. What would you give to see the morrow, Lord Ageha?
Kazan. Why did you betray us? You lifted up Lord Mugen to the throne, Then you tore him down from it.
An eagle must hide his talons. It was the only way to catch my true quarry. The Dark Blood Blade. The sacred treasure of Clan Ku. Not an easy thing to steal. Not so long as Mugen stood in my way. So I cut him down with Hikari's sword.
You? What are you?
For years I have hidden my intentions from Ku. My very name. But now you shall know it. Oboro. All I did to prevent the tide of darkness that waits on the morrow from reaching us. Within this blade slumbers the power of the shadow. The power to quench the flames. However, such a feat cannot be accomplished without a sacrifice. The accursed blood of Darkest. If not for its taint, we may have seen a desert free from the stain of crimson. And now, I end this. Hikari. Goodbye, old friend. This world's end calls to me. Soon, you shall have the world you envisioned. A world without bloodshed. For oblivion shall bring peace.
Now what have we got here? A sacred flame? Here of all places? Have I stumbled upon a scoop once again? Why, I believe I have. I'm glad that's done. There's no need to keep up this cloying facade. To wear the mask of a chipper, unflappable scrivener. No. Now I bring an end to this dark, wretched world. To liberate its people from their pain, their suffering, and their hatred. Just like I swore to you, brother. Together, we will usher in the night. I kept a close eye on the travelers, all while my allies and I worked behind the scenes. Until at last, I found the book I sought. The Dark Blood Grimoire. With it, I will smother the sacred flames, that they will never again light the way for the dawn. I offer this gift of blood. May the flames turn cold and dark. Mortals. Gods. Who was it that drew the line between them? The blessed? The accursed? Us? Them? Berticio. Would that we had never met. sorry, brother.
This world is naught but hunters and their prey. Just as Cataracta fell to my bow, just as Glacius's egg shattered before my might. The Dark Hunter sets forth once again, and my aim will not falter. Under the gaze of the Scarlet Moon, I shall fulfill the Great Wish. You must be quivering with joy, for your time has come at last. 10 years ago, I scooped you up, let you live. It was all for this moment. The darkness in our hearts is fed by anger, hatred, resentment, and jealousy. Our basest instincts. As that darkness grows deeper, so too does the shadow grow powerful. Few can stand against a beast whose heart has been drowned in darkness. A beast such as you. Long have I waited for the darkness within you to become black as night, so that maddening flame could be smothered forevermore. With my lifeblood, I shall call down the night. Now then. Make of my flesh an offering, and banish all that stands to oppose us. Give meaning to your miserable life. Ah, Arcanet.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
But this smell, it's the scent of humans. They're frightened, hiding.
Someone's coming.
Mint!
Is that you, Temenos? Out for a stroll in a place like this? You always did have the habit of sticking your nose in places it doesn't belong.
A friend of yours, Temenos?
In a manner of speaking, but something's odd.
You failed to see what was in front of you. The shadow is ever by thy side.
Just what are you? This is an inquisition. Refuse to answer and...
Attempting to conquer others with threats of violence will always fail. Those who are subdued by strength cannot help but rebel. To conquer them, truly conquer them, you must subjugate their hearts and minds. Hearken to the shadows in their hearts.
What are you talking about?
People are desperate for a place to belong. Give it to them, and they cannot bear to live anywhere else. And then, their hearts and minds are yours.
Their hearts and minds?
Humans are foolish by their very nature. Centuries pass, and yet they remain the same.
Bold words for someone so young.
Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade, and soon night shall fall.
The teachings of the Moonshade Order. No, it can't be.
Since you are so dogged in your search for the truth, allow me to help you. My true name is Arcanet, and I am the leader of the Moonshade Order. The same order that slaughtered the Call. All so that I could steal the flame.
That's impossible. The massacre of the Call was decades ago, and the Moonshade Order's origins are older still.
It's not impossible. There are old souls out there that hide behind youthful faces.
Thanks to Caldina's efforts, the Book of Night is now in my possession. That girl was so eager to be a puppet. She didn't realize the strings were held by her sworn enemy.
The Pontiff knew who you were. He was going to tell me, but his life was cut short.
I had hoped you would be more stricken. How dull. Such has ever been your nature. Your face always a placid mask. But I suppose it matters not. This world's end draws nigh.
That staff.
Once, long ago, night was invited into the world. But a loathsome few drove it away. Those events will not repeat themselves again.
You stole the futures of untold innocence.
Did I? Then you should thank me. This world is cruel, monstrous, with not a single mote of joy to be found amongst the misery. Don't you see? Roy, Pontiff Jorg. Yes, and even Crick. They knew. They knew the beauty of a dawn that would never come.
Quiet. I won't allow you to sully their names with such blasphemy. You will answer for your sins, Arcanet. And I'll ensure the world they hoped for comes to pass.
At last, Temenos' mask falls off. 'Tis well. 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 'Tis So we arrive at this moment. Are you truly so desperate to see the dawn? I see now that the Pontiff was not the true threat. It was you, Temenos. You, a dagger sharpened to a razor's edge. Claude's masterwork. I can see it. A collar around that thin neck of yours.
A collar?
You will never be free. Even if I fall here, nothing will end. And there, always near. Soon, night shall fall.
Farewell, Mint. Your days of meddling are over.
Soon night shall fall. From the looks of it, it already has.
If this isn't night, then...
Ah. Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Sister Mint? Oh, I fell asleep without realizing it. Do not worry. You must have been quite tired. You traveled far to see my wish granted. Sister Mint, I mean, Goddess. I would do anything if it brought me closer to you. Your devotion is moving. You have gone far beyond my every expectation, and must be rewarded. Rewarded? I love you, Tansy. Huh? It's so dark. Where am I? What? My body? Pathetic child, oblivious until the very end. But this is what you wanted, is it not? It's not as if you desired to see the dawn. The sacred flames have been snuffed out. Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade. And soon the world shall know the joy of a dawn that never comes. All who stand in my way shall be cast aside. I shall root out the travelers and bury that wretched mirror beneath the earth, that it may never enkindle the flames again.
That's...
Do you know where we are, Temenos?
battlefield of the gods. Vidania.
Vidania?
The Isle of Illusions, a legend passed down by the Order of the Sacred Flame. To think it actually exists.
Illusions, eh? So that means we've dropped plumb off the map.
The legend says it was sealed on the ocean floor by the power of the sacred flames.
The sacred flames?
Then why is it here? The flames are burning bright, aren't they?
Yes, but there was a moment before we reignited them that their light was snuffed out.
And that was enough to break the seal?
This is what they were after. Those who would deny the dawn.
To world's end. Is that where you are, Kazan? Is that where you plan to call down the night?
All the answers I seek can be found here.
So, the flames burn once more. Alas, too late. The night fast approaches. And now it shall have the blood it was promised. For we are the night. Doubtless your journey was a trying one. You deserve the rest ahead of you. You came here seeking the dawn, yes? I must ask, why? The road you took here is soaked in the blood of those who opposed you. Was it worth it? I suppose it matters not. There is no evil in this world, no good. There is only that which we believe in. Can you tell me, without a shade of a doubt, that the dawn is worth all you have endured?
Nonsense. Those who march toward the dawn will be welcomed in its embrace. Those who don't will be left behind. That's all there is.
Your journey will soon reach its end. And then, where will you go? No matter how far you travel, you will never escape. Because no matter where you go, there you will be. Humankind is cursed to live in darkness. Everywhere they squabble over some matter or the other, forever. This world is cruel, unsightly. So, it must end. Tonight, let us share a drink.
Now I am become chaos. Devourer of all life in this world. Even you, foolish mortals. All shall be mine.
I will not fall today. The source of your destruction stands before you now. Love will spell your doom.
Travelers, where are you? Nothing exists here. The emptiness is staggering. There is naught but darkness. Soothing darkness. Comforting darkness. Why do you spurn its embrace? Travelers, the light has left. And yet, you protest. And yet, you stand defiant. For a dawn bereft of light. Mark well, travelers. Do not forget. I am eternal.
It's over.
It's always good to see a familiar sight.
Yes, even if it's for the last time.
This is it, isn't it? The end of our journey.
Hey now, who's saying that? There's still plenty of steps left in these legs.
Indeed. We each will continue on our own paths.
To travel is to live, or so they say.
Ochet?
I feel sad. I don't want to say goodbye.
I too find myself reluctant to part ways with everyone. How odd.
It won't be the same without you. I'll miss our feasts.
As will I.
I don't want to forget this moment. This feeling.
You won't, Ochet. We won't.
Our journey'll live on forever. In here.
Well said.
Right. During our journey, I found something I never thought I would. Something even more important than meat. I won't forget you all. Until next time.
May the roads ahead of you be filled with fortune and smiles. If you fall sick or become wounded, send a letter. I shall come with haste.
It was an honor to journey by your side. Come to Ku whenever you please, and you'll be welcomed with open arms. You have a friend for life.
Well, I'll be. Seems I've got something in my eyes. This ain't a farewell, you hear? I put no stock in them. Happy trails.
I'm so glad I met everyone. I'll never forget our adventures together. Not even when I'm old and gray. You can count on it. Never, never, ever. But let's see each other before then.
Right. Thanks for everything. Sorry. I'm terrible at these things.
There's something I want to say, but I'll keep it to myself for now. When we meet again, I'll tell you.
The pursuit of knowledge is endless, and so my journey continues. This time, however, I have a place to return to. A home.
Life is a journey. The places you go, the deeds you do, the tales whose hero you become. Every road is yours to take. I once went on a journey. I was one of 8. My friends and I visited every corner of the realm. The winding road we walked was full of surprises. And I know the memories we made will be with me forever. Looking back on them now brings a comforting warmth to my heart. Our lives are both a journey and an adventure. The path ahead may be dangerous. And you may even feel like giving up when the night is long and dark. But remember, in those times, especially in those times, you don't need to walk alone. No path is too perilous so long as friends are at your side. Walk astride to the dawn. I hope that your journey and the dawn that awaits are filled with light. This song is for you. Octopath Traveler.